first to start talking a little bit about the history, because it's important to understand the history of, I would say, imagery overall, but especially about heart imagery, because Tibetans, we were talking about heart imagery, and it's beautiful how in Tibetan language it's called Sing Gnajal. So sing, which like a song, right? Sing means heart in Tibetan language, which means our heart is singing, right? It's beautiful. So they were telling me, both great masters who I was talking, especially Karma Dorje and Tenzin Dorje, but both of them, they were explaining me that the first descendants of Adam and Eve, and we call this Adamic race, right? Or some people are calling Adamsonites, or some people are calling violet race. So the first descendants of Adam and Eve, they maintain and continue to use a lot of exercises what the Ascended Masters and Galactic Council were teaching them prior. We call the fall, right? And they were doing through imagery. It was a very simple process for them to understand through imagery. For us, again, it's very simple if we open our heart. Now, for more than 7,000 years, the Adamic race or the violet race, they move somewhere near Caspian Sea in Turkmenistan, close to Iran. It was an area, and it's called Kopet Dag. There in the highland side of Kopet Dag, in that mountain range, it was the first headquarter of Adamic or violet race, right? From there were 4 different groups that migrated. The first group went to Americas, and we have to remember what Don Juan de Nagual was teaching Castaneda, right? Half of his work was through imagery, and it's coming from this time. The second group migrated to Greece, Mediterranean islands, and Middle East area. Very important. Middle East area, Mediterranean islands, right? We're talking about Israel. We're talking about Egypt. The third group went to India and Tibet, and they formed that Andite, Aryans, that team, right, that work with these images. And the last group went to Europe, especially. And here I want to say that I agree what Anastasia said about this group from Europe. She's calling them the Vedras team, right? She's calling them the Vedic team. And they were somewhere in now the Kiev, Ukraine area. They moved to Russia and north of Europe and west of Europe. Now, this spiritual system was on that time the only, now we have a lot of systems, but it was the only system they were working with, because it was so powerful that they would be able, through images, to do anything they wanted. Now we have to remember, Jesus did through images whatever he wanted to express. As a reflection of God, he was able to see an image. We remember the water, which changed to wine. And all what he did it just through image. He saw a perfect image of the person who couldn't see. And instantly, because of his power, that image would become reality. The exercises from Union with God workshop, I'm starting to talk a little bit about this, right? I call it exercises formless within a form. Now, why I would say that? First, because when you really connect with the awareness of perfect oneness with God, right? you have the perfect knowledge of all which is around you, which means basically you have perfect knowledge of all what is formless, because we know what is a form. We know how the form manifests. But what if we have the power to understand the formless? Now, what if we have that belief that it's something outside ourselves? And what if we can reconnect with our identity, that awareness of oneness? Now, when we practice, we are going to practice these exercises from this workshop, Union with God. It is a little bit different than the other two workshops, because you should experience instantly a sense of relaxation. We should instantly have the feeling that we are entering into the light. And very important, as we are going over all these thoughts from this world, we start to understand that the light which is coming from the God is formless, without limit. And nothing what we think are our real thoughts are similar to our real thoughts, because we are part of the creation of the universal Father, eternal Son, and infinite Spirit, the Mother, right, the Trinity. So we are part of the thoughts of God. This workshop is teaching us there is nothing to fear. And we have to understand that union with God is not an effect, it's a cause. It is a natural result of choosing right and free of guilt. And this is so essential to all what we know about spiritual learning, that we should never forget about it. Now, during our Union with God seminar, we are going to have specifically exercises that are going to help us to understand that the pure knowledge belongs to us. Why? Because we can connect with, let's say, primary source. And when we connect with the primary source, basically we feel enriched, renewed, revitalized. So we'll have some important exercises. The primary source exercise. We'll have the healing prayer exercise. The Father Universe heart exercise, where we can hear the heart of the universe. And of course, we'll have a set of cleaning exercise. We'll have cleaning with colors. The green field exercise, which is very important. And again, we are going to have a set of tools for home. And I want to say something about these tools for home, because last week I had an workshop in Canada, and I was talking with people about these tools for home. The people want to have this heart imagery exercises, and they will have it because my book is almost over. I'll put it there. But what I really gave to them, which is really important, is this set which they are going to use when they are home. And I call it tools for home. The same, and it's coming from Tibetan. It's not from me. I'm just giving over there what the great master were teaching me. These tools for home, for union with God, again, have some specific energy, because some of these exercises are not just cleaning. We have an exercise called the 3 centers cleaning meditation, but we have powerful exercises like gratitude exercise, empty your mind exercise, another way of looking at the world exercise, God unity consciousness exercise. And these exercises can be and must be actually practiced anytime, any place, workplace, in the car, when you are walking, when you are doing shopping. You don't need really to stay in a specific posture and to look at a specific image or to say a mantra. It is just what is coming in a natural way. And that's the beauty with imagery. That is the reason I think imagery, it is the root of all what is religious system now, today, because it is the natural way how we were doing, how we are connected with God. We don't need any intermediary to do it. And that we are doing in the workshop. I'm not doing anything. I just give an exercise and I see when the, the mental part of us, which is basically the posterior left brain and anterior right brain behind, it's a diagonal, right? It's not just, it's not the whole left brain, is the front part, and because the four part of the brain, we are working on diagonals, right? So there's two parts, they have this tendency to start, talking. And so whenever we put an image out there, actually we shut off all these things and we start to work inside of us. Now, if you watch this video, you just close your eyes. If you have a sleeping mask, you can use a sleeping mask. If not, you just close your eyes. And the first step, we are going into the heart. We see, sense, and feel our brain like a room. And we're in the middle of the room, and there is a set of stairs that is going down from this room down right near the heart. And we follow these stairs. We go down, we step out of the stairs, and we are right near the heart. And there is a door where we open the door and we step inside of the heart. We close the door behind us. And now inside of the heart, we feel the energy of the heart. We inhale and feel this sweetness coming from the heart. We are inside of the heart. And now, see, sense, and feel. Keep your eyes closed. See, sense, and feel that you are in the middle of the universe. How do you feel? You are floating right in the middle of the universe. And far away in front of you, there is a vortex of energy, like a center of a galaxy. And with your intention, you move there. You arrive there and you are surrounded by light and energy. Inhale and feel the light coming inside of you through all your open extremities, nostrils, ears, like an empty vessel. Let all the light to come inside of you until you filled up with this light. And you breathe out just one time. And now see, sense, and feel that around you there is a sphere. You are inside of the sphere. And this sphere got light exactly how you've got it, from the same source. Breathe out one time. Turn around and gently move back to the middle of the universe, center of the universe, where you are coming from. How do you feel now? Breathe out one time. See, sense, and feel that you can see the color of God, how it appears to you. It is in front of you. And let this color of God to come inside of your sphere, which is around you and inside of you, to mix with the light and the energy, what you've got from that galaxy center, that vortex. Feel that you are balanced and harmonized. And this color of God clean all your impurities and negative thoughts. Breathe out one time and gently open your eyes and relax.